and Red Bull. Oh, all right. So we are live. Um, let's ticky tock tock tock. Okay. All right. So yep, we are live on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Um, if we go live on TikTok, we'll probably have to do it from our phones.
Okay.
So you want to do that too?
Yeah, but um I guess I'm kind of like I only have one phone to go live on. So
I'm
how
on
many
17%.
right? I was just like, how many phones? I mean, I could go live on TikTok. That I could do
Okay.
on my personal phone.
Ooh,
That.
that's the only thing I hate about TikTok. It's like the volume when you first turn on the app, it coming at 100.
Yeah.
Guys, this is behind the scenes. This is what goes on when we are preparing.
It is. It is. All
Ah,
right. Well, I'm live on my page on TikTok.
ah,
I'm like, I'm looking here. I'm looking here. I'm looking here.
right. Okay, so I had these jalapenos. You know how you go to the
Oh,
grocery store and you be like, oh, what's the difference between a jar of jalapenos $2.98 versus $1.69? We're like, I'm gonna save money. Let me get the $1.69. Oh, they are horrible. I feel like this is the butt of the butts when it comes to jalapenos. I've never known a jalapeno to
oh.
taste bad.
What does it taste like?
I don't want to taste it again, but I need to in order to tell you. It's like an old olive or something.
So,
And it's very salty.
did you buy it pickled? Oh,
I buy all of them pickled. I always buy it pickled, but I
okay.
usually get the name brand and not Great Value.
Okay.
That's what I get.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Red Bull, something, something. That's so funny. Like when I be listening to songs and I don't know. First of all, the most embarrassing thing is to be loud and wrong. Like, have you ever tried to sit there and recite a song like while it's playing and
You saying all the wrong words,
all the
but you
wrong?
feel like you know it.
That's my song. Like,
When I do karaoke, that's when I realize, oh, I really don't know the words.
you do karaoke?
Yeah, you have you ever done karaoke? Or you not?
Um,
Would you do karaoke? That's interesting.
no.
Hmm.
Yeah, I feel I would embarrass myself. I don't want to embarrass myself. So
You're
that's
not going to. Everybody sounds great when they're drunk and
no ma'am.
singing.
No ma'am. Not me. I'd be the only one. They'd be like, ma'am, we know this is karaoke, but come on now.
Honestly, no, I don't. I think you should try it. The worst thing is doing karaoke with people who actually know how to sing.
Oh, then everybody sounds
That's
bad.
that's the worst. Cause you're just like, all right, like we're here trying to get drunk and have fun and sing like we're in the shower, and you're over here like, like
Auditioning for America's Next Top Model
exactly like
or
no, this
whatever. See, I told you the alcohol kick. That's why America's Next Top Model. Who's Got Talent and
yeah,
America's
yeah. Um,
That's
but but yeah.
I don't know. I'm too nervous. Like,
Try it. I encourage you. Go to a karaoke bar and sing. What's your go-to shower song?
go to shower song. That's a good question.
Since you don't do karaoke, I would gonna
Whoop,
ask.
dollar gasolina. Nami gasolina. That's what I be saying. Nami,
Okay,
nami.
do that in at karaoke. You'll have fun.
Girl.
I think the best karaoke songs are songs that people could sing along with. So
Like the throwbacks.
yeah, the old 90s, like Backstreet Boys, the TLCs, like those songs always a good hit during karaoke.
What's that, Ray? Ray
Hi,
is
Ray.
on the Instagram.
Oh, Ray's on Instagram. My eyes are darting back and forth because we are on all platforms. So, hi, Instagram, TikTok.
Good evening, Black women.
I love it. Good evening, Ray.
Right. So tonight is very unscripted, as you can see. However, my good old pal Ty wants to talk initially. She wants to talk about the Knicks and their win. Is it the win? Did they win?
They won. They won. Yes. So just wanted to give a shout out to the New York Knicks. They haven't won a championship since 1973.
Are they that bad?
No, child.
Oh.
It's been that long. Let's just say that. So we are excited as New Yorkers, even though I live in Jersey City, I'm still a New Yorker, always and forever. Yeah, just excited for my city, excited for the Knicks, excited for the fans. There will be a parade happening on Thursday, so that's going to be
all
fun.
them players is getting some tail.
I know. I'm thinking about going. I might go. We'll see. 53 years exactly. Jackie.
Okay, so wait on Jackie and Ty.
Okay.
Because I said, are they really that bad? And Ty, you said no. But if it's been 53 years and they have not been to the championship since, that's bad.
I mean, I don't follow basketball that hard. I'm just here for the vibes, you know. I'm here for the culture. I'm here for the community. But I don't know. I don't know what factored into them not being able to win a championship for that long. So
okay, so
if there's a real big Knicks fan out there who can explain that, but I wouldn't say they're bad. I think they just weren't good enough to win. Thus,
I'm about to look at their stats. Patrick Ewing.
Ewing,
that was the one basketball player that I remember being on the Knicks. Remember before we started, I was like, I'm gonna save it for the show. That's who I was thinking of when it came to the Knicks. That's probably the only person that I could think of.
Yep. Patrick Ewing was actually when Patrick Ewing was on the Knicks and John Starks. I used to watch him. I used to have such a crush on him. So it's been a while since I watched basketball. So after that group, I kind of stopped watching sports. But I'm glad to be back and enjoy it with everyone.
Okay, so they did 2 guys. So they have 53 wins, 29 losses. Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad. I thought they was. So who's the worst basketball team out there? Who do you think the worst basketball team is? If you had to take a guess without you even knowing sports. I don't even know sports.
I couldn't tell you.
Let's say, what state would you think they were from? Who gives you loser vibes for states?
Honestly, I have no idea. I don't follow basketball that hard to even name.
Okay.
Do you have one?
But
gives you loser vibes. Hilarious.
But for those of you who are watching, whether you're watching us live or it is windy outside. Okay.
In Atlanta?
Yes, like it's like I can hear it howling. Um, if you follow, oh wait, it's gonna knock my plants down. Hold on, give me a second. I'll be right
This
back.
is live, people.
Yeah, it's gonna knock my little plants right on down. I'll be right back. Let me turn my camera
Yeah,
off.
go do your thing. Go do your thing. All right, so let's see. No team play. What does that mean, Jacqueline? But yeah, Patrick Ewing, 53 years. Sorry, I'm just going through the comments. Oh, there's a tornado watch? Yikes. In Atlanta? Oh boy. Jacqueline, are you in Atlanta too? Just curious. Oh boy. Jacqueline. Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. It's like, where is the live? Okay.
Okay, yeah, it knocked my tomato plant down.
Jacqueline said there's a tornado watch. Oh, you're in Rhode
Yeah,
Island.
that's
Okay.
why. Okay, yeah, it looks crazy. It's very windy out there.
That is crazy. All right, well, be safe out there. I mean, you're in here. But be safe in here.
Thank you. Rhode Island. Okay,
Rhode Island. All right. So do you have a team that gives you loser vibes?
If I was to name the state that gives me loser. Why did I even say that?
I know. Like, so mean. I don't want no smoke.
It would have to be something like Colorado or something. Like, I mean, not calling Colorado a loser or anything, but like, you don't hear too much about. Wait, Colorado. Who's the Spurs? That's San Antonio.
That sounds right. San Antonio Spurs sounds right. We need a man. Just like we need a man to answer, or someone who knows basketball really well. Not to generalize. Yeah. But yeah, that sounds right.
Let me see if it's San Antonio Spurs. Definitely sounds right. Let me see. Worst. I'm gonna look up the worst basketball team. What if it said the Hawks? The Hawks. Atlanta Hawks.
Oh,
that'd be funny.
Jacqueline said yes. San Antonio, yes.
Oh, see? Look at us. We know, man.
We know some things.
Washington Wizard. Oh my God. Okay. The Washington Wizards finished with the league's worst overall record, going 17 wins to 65 losses during the regular season. Wow. Okay. So my thing is, right, if you're a professional basketball player and I have ADHD as symptoms of thing, because now I'm thinking, Lord, please don't blow my motorcycle down.
Do you want to put it in a garage or something?
I don't have a garage. It's in an open parking lot.
Oh, okay.
It should be all right. But if you are a professional basketball player and you are getting a salary and you suck, you should have to give some of that money back.
Hot take. Hot take.
I mean, I'm Jackie, what you think? If they're paying you and you're not following through, because guess what? If they're paying the coach and the team is continuously losing, they're going to fire him.
I mean, sure. That's, they do get paid a lot.
Yeah.
They do get paid a lot.
Endorsements, sponsorships. I'm just saying. Okay, let's go on to the next topic because we can be on sports and neither one of us know too much about it.
I know, we're both like,
wait. It's still in sports. Did you see the video of what's his name? Not Mayweather, Adrian Bronner. Have you seen him lately?
I don't even know.
He's been drinking heavily. Like drinking. Let me see if I can find this clip on TikTok. Okay. It was to the point where he was throwing them. It was like he doesn't even look comfortable drinking. That's how bad it was.
Oh, I think. What does he? Is he like? Does he play a sport or something?
Boxing.
Okay, so it's that guy. Yeah, he has a problem. He needs to go to rehab.
Yeah.
And therapy. And it's clear that he's going through something because every time he's in the news for something, and he always looks wasted.
Yeah, they said that he had filed for bankruptcy in 2021. So, but it was to the point where, what's his name? What's the comedian? Michael Epps had seen him drinking, like they was in some type of party or whatever, seen him drinking, and he was like, "You need to stop. Like, you need to seriously stop." And he was like, "You work too hard. You work too hard for this or something." And he was like, "That's why he has to, because he worked so hard." Let me see. But yeah, it was just nasty. I'm not nasty, but it was just bad. Like, you feel bad for him.
It's sad. He needs help.
When I say it was nasty.
Sorry. I just want to tell YouTubers that I am live on Instagram with the He Said What Network. So if you want to join the conversation, jump on YouTube and Instagram so you can see both Bree and myself. All right, sorry.
We're good. When I said nasty, it was just like if you were to see the video of how he was drinking, like the face he was making before he even started drinking, it was like, you really don't want to drink. Like,
yeah. Wow.
But yeah. Okay. Moving on. Yeah, pressure. A lot of pressure, Aunt Jackie. So, okay. What you got up your sleeve over there, Ty?
Well, I want to talk about the dinner and how it went. I know I spent so much time talking to you all about the dinner seated event that I had Saturday last week, June 6th. Excuse me. It was so great. It was the first one of a pop-up dinner series. Yeah, it was such a great group of people. Everyone was so amazing, so chill. And there was a lot of conversation. So if you guys watched our last episode that we had, I kind of gave a little preview of some of the icebreakers and questions we would be doing during the dinner. So we did that, and that went really well. People felt really connected, got to, I like events where, because I'm such an introvert, like you, Bree, you're very like, you could talk to anybody. You don't need a prompt, and I'm such an introvert. So any events that I have, I keep that in mind. So if you are an extrovert, an introvert, or a blend of both, what do they call it? Ambivert. Like, this type of dinner works for everybody because there's prompts on the table. So if you're feeling a little stuck, you could just be like, here's a card, let's talk, or if you're someone who doesn't need that, that's vibe. vibe with us, just come in and be you. And yeah, we just had such a good time getting to know everyone. We need to get more men.
No, no,
That
Carla.
is for sure. So if I could just stay on my soapbox for a little bit
Please
here.
do.
I mean, the women are amazing. Like, came dressed, ready, beautiful, like, has job, no one's looking for, like, these are the quality of women that come to my events,
Mm-hmm.
are open, ready, and um, ready to meet someone. And it's really sad that men just aren't, not enough of them. Not
Right.
that they aren't, because men come. They
Yeah.
do come to these events, but not enough of them. And um, so that was clear. That was something that was really clear to me. And the ones that did come, quality men. So I want to give a shout out to that as well.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question about that.
Yeah.
Because you can shed some insight for men who are watching the show. The men that attended, did they look or come off as if they felt any type of pressure or intimidation while they were there?
No. No, it was not from the one that attended. Very, like a guy you would give a chance, like, you know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
like regular, like, good, decent people. And
Yeah.
so and I think because of the flow of the event, I designed it in a way where no one feels the pressure of anything. There's no pressure to do anything but to show up and be yourself. And if you find that to be a pressure, then we're having a whole different conversation.
That's some inside work right
You're
there.
like you need, like, probably this is, you know what I mean? Like,
You need better help.
you did, and I do provide 4 weeks of free online therapy to anybody who works with me. So that's that. Oh, somebody asked a really good question, Bree.
Okay, what was the question?
What was the ratio?
Oh, I missed it.
Like, because I have heard events like this, most men do not show up. Absolutely. And you know what? I am a straight shooter. I keep it real because my only motivation and goal is to help people find love. So I never, like, BS people. The ratio was terrible. It was like there was just more women. That's
Yeah.
just it. Um oh, Ray,
Right.
this is Ray, by the way. Hey, Ray. Ray, come on up. Let's chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the link, right?
If you want to, we'd
I'll
love to
put it in
talk
the
to you.
chat.
Because I keep wanting to, because I even was asking men, like, why aren't you coming to events? Like, the men that were there, like, I love getting insight, because the only way that you could find out what men want is to talk to men.
Yep.
And we have to listen to what the men are saying, which is why, going back to your original question, the way I create the flow of the event, because I keep that in mind, because I hear from men, they're saying, like, oh, this feels weird. I feel like I'm on display. I feel like it's not organic.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, even with the questions, like, there was never a, you must ask these questions. And then, like, no, the questions were, like, on the table, and people naturally gravitated to, like, because that's what the questions are for. When you don't have anything else to talk about, you've done the pleasantries, right? Here's some really good topics you can fall back on and continue getting, and it gives you, like, a little nudge, and it'll help. So I really enjoyed that part. Everyone else seemed to. Um, so we had a good time. We just need more men. So Seated is coming back. Like I said, this is a pop-up series, and the idea is that we are going to go to different states. So we started off our first one with New York City as like like that's just, as a New Yorker, I had to. That's how we start. But the next one, volume 2, I'm trying to think about where we going.
You guys put it in the chat. Where should she bring Seated? We got company.
Hey,
what's going on? Y'all hear me good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
What up, Ray?
Not much. What's going on?
Good to see you.
Talking sports and stuff. You follow sports?
Yes, I do.
Did you hear us?
You saw how good we were.
I saw a little bit of it. I was
Did you hear?
I was in the middle of eating, and then I had walked away from the phone a little bit, and then I was like, okay, let me switch to the YouTube channel. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we know a lot about sports, especially Bree. Bree, tell them how much you know about sports.
I know so much that it's unbelievable. Listen, I said to her, what team do you think? What did I say? Something about the worst stats or something. I was like, what state? Let's just go state, because I can't think of a team, but what state gives off what is it, trash vibes or something like that? I said loser vibes. Yeah, loser vibes. And then I selected Colorado, but it's actually the Wizards. The Wizards, their stats was like 1659.
Yeah, they haven't been good in the last few years. They have been very terrible. Listen, I don't think they've been actually. They ain't been good. They ain't been good since, like, I want to say the early 2000s, actually. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Ray, tell us, have you ever been to even just like a networking event, like a dinner or something for singles or just entrepreneurs, creatives?
I've never been to like singles networking events. I have been to filmmaking network events for people that's in filmmaking, anybody that wants to work with people. So there's one place that I was going to, it was really cool. They would have different color name tags. So based on the color of the name tags, like if you were, for example, if you were a writer, you would wear a blue name tag. If you were a camera operator, you would wear yellow, so on and so forth. So some people would just, grab the name tag that their field was in, put their name on it, and then that's how people would collaborate that way, possibly work on like films in the future or anything like that, or just do any collaborations to that extent.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never done a singles event. They have came across like my timeline before here in Detroit, but I just never did them.
Wait, where are you?
I'm from Detroit. I'm currently in Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where are you single? I'm all up in your business.
Yes. Yes, I've been single since October of 2021.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any children?
Oh, she's about to run it down the questions. Wait a minute.
Yes, I have a daughter who actually just graduated from high school last week.
Congratulations!
Yes.
So yeah, I only have one.
Do you want more?
A part of me do, but at the age that I am now, I don't think it'll happen. I'm 40. I'm 42.
Okay.
But the reason why I say that is because I really don't date younger women. So it's like chances are the women that I would date now either already have kids or have no desire to have kids, or they're at that age where it's risky for them to have kids. So That's it.
I like you, Ray. I do. I'm always like, yo, I fucks with Ray.
Yeah.
Ray was that dude. So
I appreciate that.
well, maybe I'll come to Detroit with my dinner. Would you come?
That'd be nice.
If I bought it, like we're looking for a new location.
Yeah, I'll come.
And bring some guy friends too,
And
so
bring
it's not
some
just
men.
I definitely will come. So
Why aren't men coming? So that's like the question I have for every man. Why are men not showing up?
So from my honest opinion, the reason why I don't think men show up to these things is because of the internet stigma of clowning the man. So it's like whenever a guy tries to holler at a woman now, it's literally, let me hurry up, turn on the camera, and let me embarrass this guy. And then it goes from that to, yo, don't talk to me in the gym, don't talk to me at the grocery store, don't talk to me here, don't talk to me there, don't. And so it's like, now we like, okay, well, we're not gonna approach you at all. So then when it's like, okay, can we come to these single events or show up to these single events? All of a sudden the men is like, no, because we also hear the back end of the single events and everything is now content. Nobody knows how to keep stuff private or certain things in house or to self. Everything has to become content. So you could go out on a date. Like it was one woman who basically became famous for just contenting her first dates. It was just always her first dates. And then something ended up happening where she ended up meeting a great guy, but then the guy found out what her content was and then decided to back out of the date, and she was upset about it. And he was like, I just did not want to be your next failed story.
right.
And so because everything is so much content driven, it's always just some kind of an embarrassing story that women and men are guilty of this too, but women feel like, okay, I can't wait to blast this guy. So it's like, what's the purpose of going to the singles event? Like I remember I seen one young lady who was talking about the singles event they had at her church, and he was like, it was no men there. But then the funny thing about it is she showed the video from the church, and I'm sitting up here pointing out, wait, it's men in the crowd.
Men there.
But instead of her saying it was no men there my type, she was saying it was no men there at all. And I'm like, but I'm seeing men from the clip you showing, like it's men in there. Were they not your type? So I think that's why probably one of the main reasons why is because dudes just don't want to get embarrassed. And we live in an era where it's a lot of guys, they don't like, we're the bridge millennials. I like to call us the bridge millennials because we remember before the internet, before social media, and then now the social media boom. So it's like we remember, and me and my friends was talking about this, like, yo, remember we used to have like cut up pieces of paper in our back pocket with an ink pen, and we went out just in case if we got a girl number, we already had the pen and the paper ready. I said, but now, you know, everything is just such a social media, like nobody knows how to interact. And some of these men, they just don't know how to interact with people outside of sitting in front of a screen. This screen thing, this is like second nature to us because we talk to each other outside in the real world for most people our age. So it's like people that's younger than us, only thing they know is this. So then when they get out in public, they don't know how to interact because they don't know what they're going to say, how they're going to say it, if it comes off wrong, anything to that level. So I just think some men just choose to opt out of the singles events because it's like, yo, I don't want to be the next video that the next person you try to clown on your videos or whatever to get your views up and all of that.
That makes sense. And then it lasts forever because it's on the internet.
Yes. Unless you are a billionaire where you can get it wiped, scrubbed off the internet, it's gonna be up there for a long time.
Yeah.
It's interesting that you brought that up because I actually spoke to a guy a while ago at an event because I just go out and I asked literally the same question. And he is an engineer. He's very on the conservative side, but good everything, good education, good job, da 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 da. And I asked him, and he literally said the same thing you just said. He said, I have watched so many um, social media clips of guys just genuinely trying to hit on a girl, take her out, and women clowning them on their phone. I don't want to be their next victim. So he's like, I don't even go on social media. So he'd rather just not date unless it's like safe.
Yeah.
And hitting on women also is something that gives him anxiety for that purpose. Because he's like, if she doesn't like me, unfortunately, there's no more, oh, no, thanks, not interested. There's like, can you believe he said that to me? And with the camera, and
Right.
and it's just like, and women need to understand, like, it's funny because I've watched guys hit, like, I'll sit and I watch guys hit on a girl that's not interested, and she's like so offended, and then I'm just like, and the way his approach was actually the ones that they're not interested in or maybe not have everything they want, they actually have the best lines, the best approaches, right? And it's like, ugh. Like with the girl, it's just like, actually his approach was pretty normal and if not really good and respectful. The only issue is that you are not attracted to him. So then it becomes like the worst thing you've ever heard because you're just not attracted to him, and that's it. So I really feel like for women out there, like if a guy hits on you and you're not attracted to him, a simple no thank you. And I know that there's like other men who make it hard to say no thank you.
Yeah.
They keep following. I'm not talking about that. That's a whole different. I'm talking about just a regular guy who you may not be interested in. If you decide to X him out because he's not physically attracted to you, just say no thank you. I'm not interested. But don't be so offended and be mean and take out your phone and or come go to live on TikTok and just tell us what just happened to you at the grocery store. Somebody had the nerve to want to approach you. Like, we're in the wild. Like, he's supposed to, like, I'm at the grocery store. Can you believe somebody tried to like good?
How dare he?
He's a warm-blooded man who sees a woman like that's okay. That's actually like, stop villainizing men for doing what they're supposed to do, which is approach something a woman that they see that they like and try to go after it. Now, rejection is a part of life, and men are just gonna have to figure it out. Go where you're celebrated, not tolerated, type of thing. Like, or make sure that you at least make sure that you get eye contact. Like, this is what I teach: get eye contact. See if she at least looks interested in you before you approach. That will reduce the rejection rate.
So I remember when this some years ago, and I was working at Lowe's, and me and a couple of my coworkers after Lowe's, we went to Chili's because we was connected to this mall, so we was in the same parking lot as our job. We left, we went over to Chili's, and we were talking. And these two gentlemen, I still talk to one of them to this day, but they were older than me, but they was like, yo, what is it about your confidence that you could just walk up to a woman and just talk to them? Like, what is that about you? And I said, because the worst she could say is no. I've been rejected before. I've been rejected with jobs. I've been rejected at school, with by teachers. I've been rejected with family members who say messed up stuff to me growing up as a kid. I said the worst somebody can say is no. No don't mean nothing, because guess what? The minute you get one yes, you forget all the no's.
Yeah.
You forget all of them. So it's like, I've never had no problem with shooting my shot at a woman, because it's like the worst she could say is I'm not interested, and I'm like, okay, and then I just move on. Like, it's not right. But you have so many people that are, in case in points, spoiled, and they've been spoiled as children, that they just keep getting, that the minute that they hear no, then all of a sudden it becomes a problem and it becomes an issue. And so that's where where it's just like this weird communication thing that's going on, that you have men that just cannot even accept no, which does put harm on a lot of women in certain cases and stuff like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure we've all seen cases where, the dude asked a woman for the number, she said no, and he shot her. And it's like, but for what? What was your purpose? What will possess your brain to do something like that? And to me, I just think we all have to get back to the basics of communication. Like, I even was joking with my friend, like, yo, they need to have it like for at least 5 hours where they just shut the internet off like nationwide and make people go outside and just talk. Like, just go outside and just talk for a minute. Go outside, go to the library, go outside and go do something. I was like, growing up, our punishment was our parents locked us in the house. Yeah. Now the punishment is the parents is like, get off the game and go do something. Yeah. Go outside. Like, just get out and go outside.
Touch some
and
grass.
Kids don't even want to go outside. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. No, I've literally had that same thought. I was like, I think it's Italy or somewhere in Europe, the way they have a siesta, I think it's called, where there's like an hour in the day where everything is shut down. Like, no one does. And I thought to myself the same thing. I was like, it would be nice to have an hour every day where the internet is just like shut down. And just for an hour.
That's something that would have to grow on people. And I think once it grows on them, and they get used to it, then they can take advantage of it. Like, okay, this is my time to go out and socialize. But I think if you automatically do it, people are going to lose their minds. And it's unfortunate. I think it's a form of addiction, if anything, where you have to rely on it in order to communicate with people.
I mean, to your point, it is a form of addiction. Like, they've even done studies where people, the number of likes and the endorphins it does to your head and all of that other kind of stuff, or the engagements and so on and so forth. At one point, it was a rumor, I want to say it was around like 2010, that they were talking about like removing the likes off Instagram, and there was so many people upset about that. Yeah. And it was just a rumor, but people were so upset about that. Like, you can't take away my likes. And it's like, right, dude, it's just a button. It's not that serious. Like, but it's a ego boost for certain people that, oh, look at all of these likes that I have. These people are admiring me. And it's like, right, are they really admiring you, or is it that they're just liking and scrolling and just keeping on moving, So yeah, I don't know. To me, when it comes to this relationship thing, this love thing, I've always said that we have to get back to the basics. But at some point, we got to stop doing this. Mm-hmm. We got to stop doing this because we spend too much time arguing with one another and we're not talking to one another. And when we do talk to one another, nobody is listening to understand. We're all listening to reply.
Right.
So
I think that comes with a lot of internal work, though, because you can have a man and a woman in the same room and they're trying to speak on what was said or done that made them react the way that they did. But if they don't know how to relay that information in a healthy way, remove emotions from it and stick to facts or however they choose to present it, then it's ultimately going to turn into a shouting match and nobody's going to hear nobody and there's no type of resolution. So if that person doesn't know how to communicate or even understand the feelings, why were you triggered? What was it that was said that made you go off the hinges? If they can't even understand what's triggering them, then trying to communicate even in a relationship with them is going to be an even bigger challenge.
Yeah. That I can agree with. That I can truly agree with. And I think it's a good thing now that we have more people, especially within our community, that's willing to go seek help and go talk about it. Because, growing up in the Black community, we all had it. It was like, I think I need to go see a therapist or talk to somebody. Oh
Mm-hmm.
man, you black man. That's white people stuff. You don't need to go see no therapist. You
Yep.
don't need to go. And
Ain't nothing wrong with you.
then years later, turns out we actually did need this because many of us have a lot of things that needs to be unpacked. And
Right.
so the fact that we have a lot of us that are willing to take those steps now, that are willing to go seek any kind of counseling help or whatever to try to figure out what's going on with them to get everything back regulated. I would like for all of us to do it, but I mean, it's baby steps. Most of us is now just taking it on and saying, yo, I'm about to go do this. I need to do this.
Yeah.
I've been one of those few people that have been advocating like, yo, go do it, especially for us black men, because we carry on so much and people do not know like the amount of stuff that we choose to keep in, and we're like in our insides just screaming and don't nobody really know half of the time. So
do you have a preference? Like, is your therapist a male or a female?
I've chosen to speak with women more than speaking with men because it gives me a fair understanding. Because I don't know why I get this thing where it's like if I'm talking to a guy, he's going to be kind of biased towards me because he's also a guy. So I'm like, nah, if I'm full of it, I need like that person to say, yo, you bullshit right now and you need so, and I know one thing that when it comes to black women, they will hold you down, but they will also call you out on your BS. And it's like, and I love that. So, and don't get me wrong, us some men we will like call one another out on our BS too, but it's a rarity because sometimes when you get too close to a person, it's like, I ain't gonna call you out just yet. I'm gonna wait until I'm mad at you and then call you out. But most women, they'll call you out and they don't even have to be mad at you. They be like, look, I love you, but I'm about to tell you the truth right now. So look, you need to hear it.
Right. Yeah. That's interesting.
Very interesting. So, okay, right. Sorry, not to put you in a hot seat, but hey, you're up here. Because I was having a conversation with a guy and he said something that like left me thinking, and I didn't dig too much into it to be fair to him, but we were talking about just like the advancement of women and they're advancing further than men, and that makes it hard for, you know, that whole topic conversation, right? And he said something, he said, yeah, women are moving too fast. They're advancing too fast and they just need to slow down so we can catch up. So I'm just kind of like, but what does that, I didn't ask him this because, you know, the conversation was going, you know, in different places, but that stood out to me because it does kind of feel like sometimes we are in the conversation of women are way far ahead than men. So those women, it's hard for them to find men because, you know, they might feel a certain way or whatever. So it's just hard, right? And I'm not saying that this is what he was saying, but when he said, yeah, women need to pump the brakes and let men catch up, I'm not sure what that means. So I don't really know what the solution is because I'm not going to stop getting better.
Right.
So that you can feel better or catch up. And that's one. And then B, what does it look like for men to catch up? What do they need to do? Maybe that needs to be more of a conversation. So I'll let you cook. I'll shut up.
I want to understand what he meant by catch up. Are we talking catch up as far as the professional field, the education field, like the income field? Or are we talking about that's what he meant by that?
All of it, like all of it. Men are behind women in all of those fields.
Okay, so
statistically, I'm not saying.
So
this.
I'm not going to say that women need to stop and men need to catch up. We first have to go into a lot of things. I remember I was seeing a lot of people. That's one of the things I saw a lot on TikTok, and it made me so mad that I started trying to fight with my algorithm to get rid of all of the negative stuff that I was seeing. But one of the biggest things has always been, women are more educated, women have this, women have that, and I've always been like, hey, I applaud you for doing all of that. But in the same sense, it's like, what makes you a good partner? Your accolades doesn't make you a good partner, because I mean, we've seen some of these guys and these basketball players, they're the richest in the world, but they still can't maintain a relationship. They're still cheating on their wives, they're still abusing their wives, they're still doing all of this other stuff. So the accolades and the money doesn't make you a good partner. It's great to have, and it's dope that you did all of that, but what really makes you a good partner? Now, the whole thing about him saying that women need to stop so men could catch up, that's not the problem. The problem is how the school systems are set up. It's already been shown, and I wish I could still pull up all of the research that I found. I didn't even save none of the stuff, but it's most of the stuff that I've read where they've always said that, especially when it comes to black men and black women, when it comes to like elementary school on up, black men are more likely to be disciplined and kicked out of school faster than women. More counselors and stuff will push more women to continue their education further and faster than men. Most men, black men, will drop out of school faster. Why? Because they have to take care of their family. And then it's not even family as far as them having kids early. 9 times out of 10, it's situations where they may not have the father in the house, and the mom wants them to drop out so they can go get a job, and so on and so forth. It's so many different things that have happened that a lot of people discontinue and they throw away. A lot of people like to say it's excuses and so on and so forth, but how can it be an excuse when it still happens? We always talk about the school to prison pipeline when it comes to young black men. So you have that. And then you have the rarity where you do have some black men that will continue their education, and they will go in there, get their bachelor's, their associates, and so on and so forth. But the numbers is very rare. When it comes to black women, it's more that a lot of black women have what's the word I'm looking for? They have that initial push to keep going, keep striving, keep pursuing, keep going. So, because it's like, for instance, I tell people when I graduated from high school, my high school diploma was for my mother. That was for my mom. Like, my mom wanted more than anything for me and my brother to graduate high school. I was the only one that did it. My brother did try to go back to get his GED, but things fell apart and so on and so forth. But I brought back the high school diploma. When I got my bachelor's degree, that was for me. I tell people to this day, I said, you go over to my mom's house, my high school diploma is at my mom's house. My bachelor's degree is here at my apartment, sitting right up there, because that one is for me. I went back for the bachelor's for me. And a part of me is kind of considering going back for my master's, but I'm still trying to figure that part out. Okay. But it is certain men that they never had that opportunity to see other great men. I had the privilege of, out of all the teachers that I've ever had, I've only had 2 male teachers that I could think of that impacted my life. And I didn't meet them until high school. One was Mr. Esai. I mean, when I say straight up pro-black, I mean, this dude wore a dashiki. I didn't see him in nothing other than a dashiki from the time I met him in the 9th grade to the time that I graduated high school, and then I came back to visit. And all his dashikis was always different colors. He never wore the same one twice.
Wow.
And him and Mr. Man Love Simmons. And I remember his name because it's a very distinctive name, Man Love Simmons. And the funny thing is, he took his wife's last name when he married her because there were no men in the family. So he took his wife. When they got married, she wanted to take his name, but he said, no, there's no men in your family. I'm going to take your name. And those 2 black men were the only 2. And think about that. Out of all the teachers that I had from elementary school to high school, I've only met 2 that had impacted my life, that wanted me to go get more, that wanted me to go do more, and so on and so forth. So sometimes we don't even have those people that look like us. And the people that do look like us, what do most of us want to tend to do as black men? We either want to be the rapper or we want to be the basketball player.
player.
Nobody, at one point, and that's why I'm looking forward to when they do the spinoff to the different world, because when the different world came out, we had that boom where everybody wanted to go to HBCUs, black men and black women alike. Everybody was running to HBCUs because a different world made it so cool. And I'm hoping that when we get this spinoff, that it will do that for the next generation, that want to see more black faces, that especially with black men, like, bruh, it's cool to be a doctor, it's cool to be an engineer, it's cool to be a lawyer, it's cool to be a judge. We have all of those things, but I think one of the biggest things is that we're missing those father figures, those people that can sit up here and say, hey, you need to do XYZ. Even though I'm talking about my academia years with those two guys, Mr. Eastside, Mr. Manlove Simmons, I can still go back to my regular life where it was great men that impacted my regular life, from my birth father, my stepfather, the guy who stayed across the street from me, Lonzo, who I still talk to this day. And actually his son just graduated college and is in medical school right now. And he used to talk to me and used to give me wisdom and words of wisdom. And to this day, sometimes I go back to the block, which now he owns like 3 houses on the block we grew up on. And me and him would still sit on the porch and we would talk, and he would still have more wisdom to give me. And I'm always still down to listen. I mean, whenever you talk to a woman, and a woman that's striving, a woman can list like 90,000 sisters that she was like, yo, I saw her and I knew I had to. I saw this and I knew that I had to. And I feel like us black men, we are missing those kind of key elements of people that come back to the hood, talk to us, have these conversations with us and say, yo, it's okay to be a doctor. It's okay. You can still make money as that. You can still do this as that. But most of us, we only see the people on the TV and on the internet and be like, yo, they're living their best life, so this is what I want to chase. And there's so much stuff that happens in between it, that you have these brothers dropping out of school or not even getting nothing past a high school diploma. Mm-hmm. Or you have them ones that will go into trade school, or you will have them ones that are going to the military or whatever, because the military is filled with black men, just like the prison system is. Right. And then, but to get back to the main point, do I think y'all need to slow up? Of course not. Of course not. Why would we say, yo, hold on, y'all slow up on your degrees and let us catch up? No. We should be willing to and wanting to catch up. We should be willing and wanting to catch up, because it's like, hey, I'm seeing you doing great. I want to also do great. Right. If you can't find the guy that's going to motivate you, find that beautiful woman that's be like, yo, man, hold on. She got what? How many degrees? Man, I know I could catch up and get like 2. If she got 6, I know I could get at least 2. So let me go do that. And to me, you just have to want it. You have to want it more. I mean, I tell people all the time, like, I remember with my auntie and them growing up, the high school diploma was the only thing that mattered. And then as I got older, it was the associate's degree, the only thing that mattered. And then by the time I graduated high school, it was like, no, you got to either have a bachelor's or more. And sooner or later, the bachelor's, by the time the kids under us come up, the bachelor's is going to be obsolete. And it's going to be like, if you ain't got a master's or a PhD, it don't matter. Right. So, no, I don't think that women need to slow down. I think men just got to figure out how to catch up, but we got to figure out how to stop trying to immediately suspend kids, push black males out of school, and so on and so forth. And I'm going to land with this just a quick story. I even remember growing up, I was a badass kid. Bad kid. And I remember getting kicked out of school for 1 whole year. I got kicked out for 1 whole year. And the first time that kick out was not warranted, it was not deserved, but it was because a teacher lied and told the principal I hit her. But because I had a track record of being a bad kid, they believed it, and I got kicked out of school for a whole year. And that could have been the end of my story. I could have just been like, F school, I'm done with this, blah, 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 blah. I mean, well, of course, my mom wouldn't have let me. At that time, I was in elementary school. But that could have deterred me. That could have deterred me, and I didn't allow it to. And sometimes you just gotta figure out how to change your life. Because even when I did get into the ninth grade, I was involved in gangs. I was messing up in school. I still was cutting up, and then something clicked that made me decide that I wanted to change my life around. And sometimes it be for certain black men, it be just too late. And it's either they go into jail immediately, they're getting kicked out time and time again, or they getting caught in a situation where they have to immediately quit and then they got to go work because they got to support their mom or their grandma or whoever they're living with, or they're the head of the household and now they got all these little siblings, so now they got to work to do that. And it's so many factors a lot of people just don't pay no attention to when they say, why is it that these men are not in these schools? And then it is some brothers in there. Shoot, the sisters just overlook them too.
Yeah.
That's another big thing I'm working on. But
sorry for being long-winded.
No, that was actually, like, you touched a lot of what the conversation I had with this gentleman, and he touched on that too. He said, women have a lot more resources available to them. To your point, he's like, you could go anywhere and find a sisterhood for X, right? And you can't find that for men.
Yeah.
And those, I've been seeing a lot more of community, men only communities, like little, I don't know if you know of any in Detroit, but I know, like, my algorithm shows me a lot of like organizations, like the Dad Gang. That's another one. That's one that comes to mind, right? Mm-hmm. But we could count on one hand how many. That's right. And with women, we can count on one hand and two toes. And like we just have a lot. So that's one thing that he mentioned, which I was like, oh, that makes sense. The other thing, I love that you brought up education, because I do feel like that really is the key. That really is the key to it. And young boys, I would say no matter what race, are often like, they don't know. I feel like a lot of teachers is just like, in school, they put you together as one, right? And they don't really take the time to understand, oh, as boys develop, they're a lot more rambunctious. They get bored easily. They get, like, all of those things. So, like, you have to apply a different way of discipline, a different way of working with them, of teaching them. And I'm a big advocate for, like, elementary to middle school. I think it's worth separating the sexes, honestly. So that boys can really just, like, do boy things, whatever that looks like. And just teachers having the tools to learn how to deal with male behaviors as they develop and grow up. And then you want to add on race. You want to add, you know what I mean? Like, on all of that. Second to your point, I too didn't have, actually had a male teacher in third grade. He wasn't great, but he was there, and it was a white guy. And then I didn't see another male teacher until I went to high school. And I was like in 10th grade, and he was Black. He was just one. I mean, there were more male teachers in high school than there were in middle school, elementary school. So that's another thing, because a lot of men, young boys, they deal with a lot of women throughout their day, because most likely you're probably coming from a single family home. And then if you're like in third grade, you go to school, there's nothing but women teachers mostly, so if I would love to see more men who are elementary school teachers middle school teachers starting at that age, because they can help with like, oh, he's acting up, let me bring him to Mr. Thomas' office,
Yeah.
instead of like, oh my gosh, he's prison to school pipeline,
Yeah.
um so no, I think you make a lot of really good points. And I don't know, like I'm always like, okay, so what do we do? Like what we have, like I'm very solution based. So my question is like, how, listen, the women have their own problems, and you ended with women need to give, and I get it. There's a lot more grace that women do need to exercise,
Yeah.
because we just do. We need each other, and we just need to give more grace.
Yeah.
There's a lot more. I feel like the women have been doing the work, because even in my work, like when I'm a big advocate for therapy, so I'm like, hey, anyone I work with, I have 4 weeks of free online therapy with BetterHelp. I offer it to people. I ask you, what self-development have you done on yourself? So anyone who works with me, that's like something I make sure, because I don't want to like hook you up with someone who's gonna, and I use that visual, and it's a little gruesome, but I do say like, you bleed on people,
Yeah.
and hurt people. And
Yeah.
so, if I'm not saying perfection, I'm saying, are you developing and working towards whatever healthy living, healthy mind, healthy spirit, in whatever way. Some people are not therapy people. Some people are like, I'm just gonna go to the gym and box it out, like, okay, but are you reading a book? Are you in church? Are you like, there has to be something. There has to be a supplement to your self-development. And so I feel like in my work, the women are in therapy. They are doing the work. They are taking accountability. Now, are they doing it perfectly? I don't know. I'm not in people's relationships, but they are doing the work. It is a lot easier for me to offer in my work, for me to offer a Bree therapy and she would go, than offer a Ray and he, you know what I mean? And then it's kind of like, you offer it. So I feel like women are doing the work that they need to do. Now I'm trying to figure out how to, yes, we know all the stuff men need, and there's some of it out there. Also, you have to look for it, you have to seek it. So that's one. But then what's not out there, well, then, like, what do men need to do? Like, and like, how do we get them to do it? Like, just do it.
For starters, we as black men, we got to start viewing each other as the enemy.
Okay.
We view a lot of us as the enemy. I mean, think about it. When we walk past one another in the street, I mean, sometimes we are not to acknowledge one another, but sometimes we just giving each other a hard stare. And it'd be like, for what? You don't know me, I don't know you, but why we giving each other this hard stare? And not only that, we need to stop like making each other the enemy, we have to be willing to have these conversations within house. Like when we get within our male circle, we should be able to talk and then leave certain things there and not bring it out of the circle and so on and so forth. And we have to be willing to seek these things. Most things is never going to come to you, but you have to seek them. You have to look for them. And most of us don't want to look for anything because we feel like it's better when you're used to a comfort level of just being in pain. Mm-hmm. That pain becomes your blanket.
Yep.
So whenever, that's like if you wanted to move to another state or if you wanted to move out of the country or something like that. If only thing you know, for instance, y'all are living in Georgia. If only thing you know is Georgia and you have the opportunity to live in another country, you go be like, I don't know about another country.
The unknown.
Like the unknown scares us. So it's like, not only do I have to have this circle with these people I don't know, but you're telling me I have to trust them with my deepest insecurities, my darkest, situations and so on and so forth. And sometimes with us, the comfort of just carrying pain and carrying that stuff on our backs is supposed to either make a man out of us, or we just become so numb to expressing ourselves that it comes out in the weirdest, dumbest, angriest ways.
Right.
And I feel like if we just communicated more and talk more, that it would be a lot easier for us to find, those places that we can communicate and heal.
So I think it's interesting because I always feel like the people who want to do the work are going to do the work, right? The
Mhm.
people who, when you host events that are empowering and geared towards healthy conversations, those people that are going to attend are the ones that are either able to find some type of way to resonate with the topic or the subject, or this is something that they are currently undergoing themselves. They're doing the inner work, right?
Yeah.
When you have people like Coach Chris from Men Unpacked, he's constantly hosting men summits. He's constantly hosting events that are geared towards bringing men together to have these conversations, to talk about what's going on in the community when it comes to Black men. The people that are going there, yes, they're going to accept the message. They're going to allow themselves to be transparent and vulnerable. But it's unfortunate that you have other people who are more interested in going to a day party than going to something that's going to benefit them in multiple ways. It's just always based on, if this is something that you're truly interested in doing, if you're really interested in healing yourself and getting to the square root or the square issue, it's up to you. Because
Yes.
Ray, you can have a school, you can create a school designed around mental health and addressing the problems from childhood trauma, PTSD, free tuition, free room and board, but you might not have a packed school because some people are not ready for that type of work.
Yeah. That is
So,
that is very true. That is very true, and it goes with the same with even back to when we was talking about with education.
mhm.
Do you want it more? I mean, you have to seek it a little bit more. You have to go out your way to figure this out. Is a high school diploma enough for you? If you're okay with that, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, what is it that you seek out of life?
Mhm.
As far as we know, we only have one. I tell
Mhm.
people all the time, if reincarnation is real, bring me back, but bring me back black. The black part is
Every
that.
day.
But as far as we know, we only have one. So try to see. We have to try to live as long as we can. But the reason of living is to enjoy, experience, express, but then teach the next ones to come up to say,
Yes.
"Yo, it's okay. It is okay to cry. It is okay to heal after a heartbreak. It's okay to be disappointed. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say yes. It's okay to say I don't understand. Explain it
Yes.
to me." We don't even like to be wrong no more. Like, that's weird. Like
Yeah.
the fact that we don't even like to be wrong no more. People will be dead wrong and they will double down, triple down, and quadruple down in the wrong. And you be like, fam, you just can't even say, yo, you know what?
My
Information
bad.
was bad. I was wrong. We don't even like to admit we're wrong now. And
Nope.
the fact that I see so many, so many influencers that get caught up in being caught wrong, and they be blatant wrong stuff that they have, like weird takes or whatever, and they don't even say, yo, you know what? You was right. My information was bad, my bad. They will quadruple down on why they still could have been right in the
Yep.
situation.
You can have footage and everything, and they're like, "Oh, that was edited. That's AI."
Yeah.
That's so funny.
But
So Ray, where do you find community with other men?
I find community. I find community um with my knuckleheads. These guys we've been friends for a long time, and it's almost 30 years of friendship. It's six of us. Even though, and I love David, even though he hasn't talked to us in 2 years because he's still mad about whatever. It's six of us. It's me, myself, my friend David, my boy Christian, Cruz, Roy, and Earl. We've all been friends for a very, very long time. Me and Roy has been friends the longest because me and him stayed down the street from each other, and we met in elementary school. And then I met David in the 7th grade. I met Christian in the 10th grade, and I was just hanging out with all of them individually. And then one day while in high school, I was like, I wonder how they would interact with each other. So I introduced everybody. And then Roy brought in Earl because they was at ROTC together. And then David brought Cruz in because Cruz lived down the street from him. And all six of us just got along. And we've all been friends ever since. Like all of us, we from school to the fathers to everything we've been side by side through heartbreaks, through kids being born, through through marriages and all kinds of stuff. And those guys is my community, and anytime we want to have those discussions, those serious discussions, we can have those discussions, even if voices may be raised or whatever. We still love each other. We're still brothers. And, again, like when David not speaking with us now, we already know, like, yo, we still love you. We go give you your time. You go come back into the fold sooner or later. So, and it's the love still go be there. But I find community in that. And some men don't have a community like that. Mm-hmm. And then outside of my closest friends, my homeboy Will, the guy who I told the Lowe story about, me and Will been knowing each other for a very, very long time. And me and Will used to have a podcast together or whatever before I ended up moving to Texas at one point. And me and Will still talk. We'll talk about hip hop. We'll talk politics. We'll talk everyday life. And actually, I talked to him yesterday. Me and him was chatting it up. But, I find community with those people that I know. And then occasionally I go back to my old block. If I run into Lonzo, I sit on that porch and me and Lonzo, we chop it up. And I'm trying to get feedback, or I will find community with, just other people that I just grew up with and I've always been around. And I thank God for these guys because these people, they from time to time, even if I'm on bullshit, they will call me out on it and be like, yo, man, I love you, but this ain't you. You need to reel that shit back in and get back right. And sometimes people don't have that. And there's many men that don't have that. And I've always been willing to search for community because one thing about community is we need each other. Mm-hmm. We always need each other for inspiration. We need each other to heal. We need each other to understand. We need each other to educate. No, I'm not in Texas anymore. I moved back to Detroit. I'm originally from Detroit. I was living in Texas for 3 years, and then I moved back here. I moved back home to Detroit. So
wait, so are you originally from Texas?
No, I'm originally from Detroit. I had moved to Texas. I moved to Texas because I was in love. Okay. I moved to Texas. Yep, I moved to Texas because I was in love. And what up, though? And and then me and my ex-fiance split in October 2021, and I moved back to Detroit.
Okay. Would you move back to Texas, or you like
Texas? You know what? Texas wasn't a bad place. I actually enjoyed Texas. I of course this goes to the comfort thing we was talking about earlier. Being from Detroit my whole life, I was like, the first couple of months in Texas, I was like, man, this is not home, man. This is not Detroit. But after living there, the people that I was meeting in Texas was so dope. I had a good time in Texas or whatever. Like the only The only hiccups that I would say that I probably had in Texas um, was like around the hype, the hype of Trumpism. So yeah, that was like very, very like known and heavy in Texas. That and when football season rolled around, them Dallas Cowboy fans talked cash stuff like so. But other than that, the time that I had in Texas, the people that I was interacting with and meeting, they were really cool people. They were some of the dopest people. So if the opportunity presented itself, I would go back. But I would probably go like to Houston because I've heard a lot of great things about Houston. I said I would go there. Um, my mom just recently moved to Georgia, so um, I want to see what Georgia looks like at one point in my life, and then North Carolina. I've heard beautiful things about North Carolina, but like as far as moving, those would be like one of the three places. If I was to leave Michigan again, I would go to either Georgia, North Carolina, or back to Texas.
Okay, love that. Yeah, I've been thinking about Texas a lot lately. It's just been coming into my orbit. So I'm like, I gotta go visit.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
stayed in Arlington, right next door to Dallas, where them Cowboy fans was at.
Oh boy, I hear they are
Man, hey, what they
serious
passionate,
about
but
their
yeah, they
Cowboys.
passionate, but they are very serious about their Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, definitely. Wow. So Ray, talk to us about some. Oh, did you have something, Bree?
No, I was no. I was thinking about the card game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, we can do that too. I mean, this is a very shoot the shits type of episode. But no, I was curious about your filmmaking.
Okay.
So tell me
Go ahead.
more. Not, yeah, like what type
So
of films do you make? Can I watch them? How did you everything?
so I got into filmmaking actually, and it was my friends. I've always loved like storytelling. I've always loved writing. Like I've loved doing all of that stuff. And we used to go to the movies. Well, we still go to the movies, but me and my friends used to go to the movies. And every time we would leave the movies, we would always break down the movies and stuff like that. But I was always doing like, yo, who did the lighting? Like, who was the person that did the lighting? I like the editing on this. Oh, this scene right here, whoever wrote this was powerful. This grabbed me. I wonder what they was going through when they wrote this particular scene. And one of my friends was like, yo, you go way more intricate than we go about the movie or whatever. And they ended up was like, yo, you ever thought about just getting into you ever thought about getting into films? And I was like, nah. And at the time, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my writing. I had stopped writing for a long time because I just could not figure it out. And I ended up getting into MMA, and I was doing MMA for a minute and fighting and stuff like that. But the funny thing is every time I was training and fighting, I always had like a notepad in my gym bag. And whatever come to mind, I would write it down, put it back in. And it was just always, it went from poetry to short stories to music back to short stories. And that's how it just remained. And I just could not figure out what I wanted to do with this stuff. And then finally, while I was living in Texas, I remember I was looking up something on YouTube, and I want to say maybe it was fate, but I also want to say the computers was listening to us because I'm one of them conspiracy theorists that say like our phones and our computers listen to us. But I was in Texas. I was like, man, I need a sign, man. I just need a sign for what is it that I'm meant to do. And I ended up seeing a commercial for Full Sail University. And I ended up, after I looked at the commercial on YouTube, I ended up like typing it up, and I started like going through the programs, and I seen they had something for creative writing. And I called, was talking to the person, and I was like, well, was asking me all these questions. Well, what are you really interested in? I was like, you know what? I really want to write films. And they was like, well, we have a program for that, like, you know, teach you script writing, so on and so forth. And then I was like, well, sign me up. And I went, I ended up going to Full Sail and got my bachelor's degree in creative writing. And then it transferred from that. When I moved back to Detroit, that's when I ended up finding the film school program that I ended up going to at the Motion Picture Institute. And then I ended up going there right after I got my bachelor's. And the minute that I had made like my first film, I just fell in love with it. And I knew that was something that I always wanted to do because I always was interested in it and I've always talked about it. I just didn't know where to go. And then it just started lining up for me that way. As far as where you can watch my films at, it's my YouTube channel that I'm currently on right now. It's called The January Country Films. That is what it's called. That's the name of my film company. And I have 4 short films on there currently right now. And this is, I actually have a couple of films that's currently in the cycles of film festivals right now. So once those are finished doing what they're doing, I will upload those to my YouTube channels. But I basically write whatever I feel at that moment. If it's something that's dear to me, then I do it. Like when I did my first short film, In Search of Color, it was because me and the star of the film, my best friend Christian, me and him both was like going through like a level of depression at the same time. And it was basically me going through what I went through with my ex-fiance, and I was trying to heal and figure out how to get through it, and then him with his personal problems. And we was just leaning on each other at that time to help each other heal. And then when I ended up coming up with In Search of Color, it was because that was my first film assignment for school. And the teacher was like, y'all first film assignment is going to be basically, all intents and purpose, a silent film. He was like, we need you to tell a story without words. And that's how I came up with the film that I came up with. And then everything else just snowballed from there. So it's like anything I'm feeling at that moment, that's what I write. So, yeah, I got 4 short films on there now. I love filmmaking. I love writing. Currently writing 2 more features. One is this Black love story that I put on pause for a long time because I was using my ex-fiance as the muse, and then that fell apart. So I just kind of left the story to the side. I didn't erase it. I just left it to the side, and I was like, when I hit it again, I'm gonna go back at it. But that's basically how my film career jumped off.
I love it. Thank you for that. Well, definitely check. I will definitely check it out. Check out the film, and thank you for that. You mentioned A Different World.
Yeah.
I am nervous. Am I the only one? Are you nervous? Like I don't want them to fuck it up.
I'm always nervous when they take classic shows we grew up on, and if they do continuations or reboots, I'm always nervous. I am gonna always be nervous because the only thing that like dropped my nervousness from like 100 to like 70 right now is the fact that Kadeem Hardison, Jasmine Guy, Cree Summers,
they're coming back. Yeah,
Don Lewis, they all agreed to come back. Oh, and my man that played Colonel Taylor, he agreed to come back as well. That's the only thing that like kind of calmed me, like from 100% of nervousness to like 70. But
yeah,
but I'm still nervous.
Yeah, I'm still nervous. I have I'll be there. I'll be watching, you know, like that. I just think I'm just nervous at the fact that I hope that it does for the generation behind us what it did for us.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's going to be a hard task for them because there's so much conversation about the value of college.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like a push for like vocation, and which makes sense because we're just like in a different world now, you know, literally, figuratively, you know. So like, I I hope that they show what value going to college, going to a HBCU really does have. So people, because I'm of the mind of both, right? I'm a big advocate for vocational.
Yeah.
Like go get that barber license, open that business, go get that plumbing license, like go do a HVAC. Like I think that it makes sense, you know. But
Yeah.
I also am someone who did go to college and did live on campus and did have those experiences, and there's value in that too,
Yeah.
you know. So I don't know. I feel like they have to strike a good balance for that, for this current generation to understand. Because if they come back and it's like trying to reminisce with us, like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. Well, we'll see. You're the filmmaker. You'll tell me, but I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
I'm looking forward to it though.
Yeah. All right. Well, Bree, did you freeze? Oh, okay. You look like you froze. Well, I have some conversation cards. I don't know what I know this is a very like shoot the shit type of thing. So if you guys, I know we've been like asking you a bunch of questions, right? So feel free. To interrogate us. It's a two-way street here.
Nothing that I can do currently right now.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna just ask a couple of some of the conversation questions if you want to play with us still, Ray, and then
Yeah, sure.
all right. Now we have two deck of cards.
Uh-oh. Let me get my lens.
So we could go spicy or we could go regular. It's up to you.
Bree, I'll let you choose.
Well, because we got company, let's start off with the regular.
All right. We have company. All right. Okay. What's your role in your friend group when you're out at night? What role do you play?
The role that I play, I am Mother Goose. I am the overseer, the protector over the entire group. Yeah, I'm the aggressor.
Oh, what does that mean? The aggressor, like.
So, a lot of my friends. I mean, I am feminine, of course, but a lot of my friends are more feminine, very soft and pink, and very feminine. And so, a lot of the times, what may happen is we might go somewhere. At least back in the days, it hasn't happened lately, but we might go somewhere and the guys are aggressive. Like they don't understand no. They don't understand when women are not interested. And so I am the friendly reminder of, hey, she's not interested. Like,
Right. Okay. You
So-
are Mother. Yes.
Mother Goose.
Mother Goose. Mother Goose.
What about you?
I honestly am here for the vibes. I'm probably that. I'm the one that you would be like, let's get her home. She's too happy. Like I am here for the vibes. Like I go out when I go out with other people, especially people that I feel very comfortable and safe with. Like I don't remember nothing. It's just like I'm so disabled. I don't know what a credit card is. Everything is just taken care.
Lord.
I know. I'm just like I'm just all about the vibes, all about the fun when I go out. So I leave the logistics and the worrying and the stuff to other people because I'm outside having fun. You and this dog. What about you? What about you, Ray?
I am the protector. I'm the protector of the group, and it's funny because Even though I'm the protector of the group, I'm still like the person that's having fun. So it's like I'm surveilling everything around us and all of that, and just having a good time after that. Like, so I'm the protector of the group. I'm just making sure that everybody else have a good time.
Yeah.
Great. And it's
So
like, if they're having a good time, then I can have a good time.
Right.
Great. So I'm gonna go out with Bree and Ray, and I'm just gonna be.
You're gonna be the life of the
I'm
party.
Gonna be protected. All right. Okay. What's your favorite activity to do when you have the whole day to yourself?
Let Ray go first.
What was that?
I said let Ray go first.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I'm a huge nerd, so it's like, okay, if I'm not doing anything filmmaking based, if I have the day to myself where I'm like doing nothing, I don't have nothing planned, I'm either watching anime or I'm playing the video game.
What system?
PS5.
Okay.
But again, I'm mellow, like anime or the game, one of the two, or I'm doing something filmmaking based. But other than that, that's it.
Okay.
I'm boring. I'm a boring dude.
That's not boring.
No. The whole day can go by playing the video game. Like you wake up, you look out the window and it's pitch black, and you're like, "Oh my!" Especially if it's a good game and you're playing online with friends.
Yeah.
Okay. Side note: is that Wario, Mario, and Luigi hat in the background?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's what those are. Me and my me and my friends, we supposed to be doing like this photo shoot that my boy Chris, he's into photography, so he got an idea. He wanted to incorporate those hats. So
Gotcha. Okay. If I had the whole day to myself, which has been happening lately on the weekends, and I am losing my mind, I am in my little garden on my patio. I'm something definitely plant related. So if I'm not at the stores buying soil and seeds and pots, then I'm on the patio, repotting while everything is content for me. Everything. So like I have my camera set up and I'm recording myself and I'm preparing for shorts and videos and things like that. But I've been gardening lately and learning how to make different types of bread from scratch. So,
oh, nice.
Yes, I'm getting my domestication in.
I love it. Yes, I saw you post your banana bread.
Yeah.
It looked good.
The next one is a blueberry loaf. That's the next one I want to do. And I want to do, instead of cinnamon raisin, I want to do cinnamon cranberry.
Oh, nice.
Interesting.
Yeah. Right. Okay, Ty, your turn.
I'm weird. I'll be home all day. Just I guess I have a real issue with separating work and pleasure, because what I do, I find pleasure, but it's actually work. So I'll be home looking through my database, maybe creating a post, scrolling on Instagram. Like I'll just be home just vegging out. And then maybe watching something good on TV. I'll end it with that. So yeah, I'm a homebody. So yeah. Okay. All right. I think we need to go spicy.
Oh Lord.
Shall we? So describe your worst lay in 3 words.
And you can go first because it's your turn.
You can go first, Ray.
In 3 words.
3 words. Come on, Ty.
Okay. quiet, slow, which may not be bad at some points, but the whole duration. Quiet, slow, and the only thing that stands out is boring. Like I feel like they all mean the one thing, and I need two more words, but that's
Okay. Oh.
Ray, you all right? You
Yeah,
all
I'm
right?
good.
You all right? You
I'm
were
good, I'm
friends.
good.
You were
I'm
friends.
Oh wait, it's Ray's turn. It's your turn, right?
Yeah.
This is a safe space.
Boring. Amateur. And unenthusiastic. And the weird thing about it is the woman talked so much stuff. Like
It's always those.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, she talked so much stuff, and I was like, and we we didn't even finish, because I just stopped, and I was like, yeah, I'm going home.
Were y'all drunk?
No.
Okay, because usually that plays a bit. Okay, I have a question for Ray. How? Because I have a theory that it's and you have to tell me because I don't sleep with women, but I think it's really hard for a woman to be bad in bed.
No, it's not.
Am I wrong? Oh,
it is
wrong.
not. It is not. It is not.
I ain't never had no troubles.
It is not.
Okay. And on that note,
right. Controlling, awkward, and uncomfortable. Yeah. Controlling. It's a funny story, but yeah.
Is it like, was he like, do this, do that? Like
it was like he was so bad that he thought being controlling. This is like behind the scenes. I'll have to go into details once we're off.
Okay. We gotta get a Patreon.
yeah. It was
after dark.
It was definitely crazy. So.
Okay.
Put the glasses on.
Oh, that's hilarious. All right. Match my freak. Where is the weirdest place you've hooked up with someone?
Behind the school.
You can go to jail for that, sir.
Yeah, no, I was a teenager and I was stupid.
Oh. Forgiven.
The weirdest place.
Weirdest place.
And messing around in the suburbs. Yeah, Detroit suburbs. I was living dangerously.
Yeah.
I would say
we have stories like that. The generation behind us, they're not gonna have.
They ain't gonna know nothing.
They don't go outside.
Literally, don't go outside. I'm gonna say in the gazebo outside in a public park, and it was so beautiful because it was also a rose garden, and this is where people would go and get married.
Aww.
Yeah.
Like,
okay. In a car behind at the TGI Fridays parking lot. You know, classy. Classy. Okay, so the opposite of the first question. So, what are 3 words to describe the best sex you've ever had?
I gotta think about this.
All right. I'm assuming that I'm going first, right?
Yeah.
Like no one's talking.
So, poetic. Spiritual. I don't. Okay, this is more than one word. This is more than one word than one. But I didn't want it to end.
Okay.
I love
Honey
that.
Okay.
Guys. Okay. Mine would be exciting. All of this is like, but use your imagination when I say this word. Like experimental.
Got it.
Exciting, experimental, and in sync.
I like that.
I'm gonna stick to spicy. Y'all talking.
I'm gonna. Okay, it says I can't. I'm not using all 3 of my words with this one. This is a run-on one word.
Run on sentence.
Out of body.
Oh.
You said in sync, but it's literally like that as well. Like in sync. And like whatever word it is when you just don't run out of energy. Like it's just like you have unlimited energy. Rejuvenating. Energy just keeps cycling. Yeah.
All righty. Yes. Shout
That's
out
good.
to those people.
Yes. Yes. You guys get the trophy, not the participation trophy.
Okay. All right. What if you could only pick one sex position for the rest of your life?
I'm sorry.
Like, I don't know how to answer it. I'm hoping y'all can.
Are we still on Instagram Live? Oh
I know,
God.
right? They're gonna shut us down like too hot.
Mm-hmm. I don't drop my phone.
That's hard for me to choose because I'm just like the whole package works the way it works. You know what I mean? Like
I gotta think.
to choose one for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I can't choose one.
I could.
Oh,
Missionary.
okay.
I'm such a loving person. Like, look me in my eyes. Even just a side story on the side somewhere, but I was never the eye contact type. I was like, don't look at me. Do not make eye contact because that's how you catch feelings.
Is that what that's for, Ray? Is that why guys do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, see? I
Yeah.
feel like you better get back there. Don't look at get back there. That and kissing. You catch feelings.
Interesting.
Locked in.
So I have a question. Who told y'all this? Like y'all just experimented on different women
it's
and
when
just
you
said
do
like
it. It's when you do it.
It's I think it's when you're in the heat of it. That's where, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like, yo, that we glanced and it was like we saw each other for the first time in a different light, and you know, all of that good stuff.
Vulnerable.
I feel like that
Yeah.
technique is being abused.
It
and
is.
Oh, of course.
and men should stop doing that.
Especially when they ask to borrow your car afterwards. Yeah, it should. They should stop.
Yeah.
Okay. That is hilarious. Yes. Stop looking at me in my eyes and asking to borrow my car. That's what I'm saying. All right. Understood. All right. This is the last one. Which superhero would be best in bed?
Ooh. I gotta look this one up. Hold on. Because I don't think this is a superhero. This is a villain.
Oh. Okay. See, I go between Batman and Superman. Batman and Superman. Maybe that's because I don't really know any others.
Oh, I don't even gotta look at that. I probably remember. For content purposes, I don't necessarily mean this, but I just feel like this could resonate with a lot of people. I'm going to say, wait, no. Let me double check this person's name. Hold on.
I'm going to go with Batman.
Okay.
He just feels like it'll be interesting.
And then he'll fly off afterwards.
I mean, Superman would fly too.
All of them would literally.
Does Batman fly? Batman doesn't fly. He drives.
What do you do? Does
He
drive?
drives. He does drive. I mean, he got a bat plane.
Batmobile, right?
You know, but he drives most of the time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they say he can't fly on his own. He glides. Okay, my bad. Well, he glide away. Okay, for content purposes, I'm going to say Venom.
Who?
Venom.
Who's that?
Okay.
He's
That's different. That's different.
I don't want nobody named Venom.
I mean, he sounds like he's gonna give you something,
On top
but
of me.
you know. Wait, let me pull up his picture and I'm gonna put it on the screen.
Yes, I'm not familiar.
Now you can't look him in the eyes. Don't look him in the eyes.
Well,
Well, like I said, if for content purposes, here we go. Here. Hold on. Wait, where's that? Oh, there I got it there.
what is happening? Why would we want to do this? At least Batman and Superman are cute.
I mean, that's also you don't look him in the eye. Like, don't look at him. Just tell him get back there.
Mm.
Okay, I'm done.
But I won't yuck your yum.
Yeah,
That's what you love.
Girl, yuck that yum because
If you like it, I love it.
That'll be a drunk night right there.
What about you, Ray? Wonder Woman?
No. I don't think. I mean, she counts as a hero, I guess, because they was on the right side of good.
Who's on Storm?
I mean, Storm is like, yeah, I'll say Storm. I'll say Storm.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Storm thick. Storm thick.
Okay. Storm it is. Y'all are funny. You're still thinking, I don't think it's Storm. I think it's somebody else. And you can.
I think it's somebody else. So who is it? Catwoman?
Like,
No.
We won't judge you.
No, Storm is in my top, but the person who I was thinking about is an anime character. So
Who?
Tell me.
I was thinking about Unahana from Bleach, but yeah.
Ooh, Google her, Bree. I want to see.
Google her.
Let me see if she's good enough for Ray. Let me see her.
Wait, is she anime?
Yeah.
How you spell her name?
UNOHANA.
Oh, I spelled it. Okay, I had a U N. Is she a samurai?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if she got any sexy pictures.
Let's objectify her.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh,
She don't have many like sexy pictures. She got like
Ray's like, my girl is classy.
the one long braid in front of her chest, and then when she like went into her bloodthirsty mode, like she took the braid out and yeah.
I see you.
she went into her bloodthirsty mode.
Yeah.
You said she ain't got no sexy pictures.
I mean, unless like some fans drew some.
Oh.
Yeah, fans drew that. Fans
Well,
that.
got a dunk, you know. Sugar.
Yeah, she got a boob job.
That is so funny.
Objectified complete.
Objectified complete. All right, y'all. Well, this was fun. Thanks for hanging out with us, Ray.
No problem.
No
problem at all.
Like 2 hours, but yeah, definitely want to check out your film, and everybody, please check out Ray's film. Show him some
this
love.
is his again on YouTube.
Yes. But yeah, it was
January
great.
Country Films.
I love it. That's all I got. You anything on your end, Bree, before we?
No, just look forward to us going live more. We will post a schedule so that you guys know when to expect us. And if you're interested in being a guest, reach out to Ty or reach out to myself, and we'll see what we can do, because this was fun. This was really cool. I feel like this was educational.
I definitely enjoyed the conversation. I appreciate y'all having me up.
Yeah, anytime. We'd love to have you. We always love your insight and sharing your thoughts and intellect with us. And yeah, thank you. All right, y'all. This is it for me. I'm going. Have a great rest of the evening, and see you on the other side.
Yes. Bye, y'all.
Take it easy.